Good evening. On behalf of Florence-Darlington Technical College, President Dr. Jermaine Ford, and our area commissioners, I would like to first begin by welcoming everyone to the 2023 Honors Night program. Honors Night is a significant annual event as it is the occasion when the college has the pleasure of recognizing the academic achievement and leadership contributions of our students. This group of illustrious honorees has distinguished themselves as remarkable scholars as well as campus and community leaders. We are honored to have the opportunity to commend these students for their accomplishments and their dedication to achieving excellence both in the classroom as well as in the community. We encourage this elite group of honorees to continue to strive for excellence, and we thank them for being the leaders in our campus. These honorees will be among our community leaders as a driving force for technological advancement, higher education, and opportunity. And for this, we're grateful. At this time, Mr. Terry Dingle will come forward to deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Most gracious and heavenly Father, we come before you with thanksgiving for the blessings that you have bestowed upon us, for this day that has been set aside to honor our peers, and for allowing us to accomplish our goals and our dreams. We thank you, Father, and ask that you honor the ceremony by allowing the belief in achievement that we share to resound in the hearts of others that are yet to come. We praise and honor your holy name. Amen.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our platform guests. We will begin with Mr. Terry Dingle, AVP for Internal Relations. Please stand. Dr. Mark David, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Dino Chavis, Faculty Member of the Year. Ms. Janelle Gauss, AVP for Student Success and Engagement. Mr. Austin Lane Lanigan, highest cumulative GPA recipient. Next we have Ms. Angela Hayek, Director for K-12 Relations. Mr. Rick Roberts, Managing Director of the Skate Center. Ms. Paula McLaughlin, Director for Student Life. Mr. Preston McDonald, Athletic Director. Ms. Allie Smith and Ms. April Cudd, the Phi Theta Kappa co-advisors. And now we have our president, Dr. Jermaine Ford, who will now come with words of encouragement. If you would, please help me welcome Dr. Ford.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. It is Honors Night. I'm going to start again. It's Honors Night. There you are. Oh, yeah. As I begin, I want to first acknowledge our area commission. We have our area commissioner here, of Commissioner Hood Temple, if you would stand. We have Commissioner Dr. Leroy Robinson, if you will please stand. We have some other phenomenal partners here tonight. And as I call your name, if you will stand, we have Ms. Deborah Wallace from Darlington County School District. Ms. Wallace, if you're here, if you will stand. Oh, yeah. We have Michael Stone from Marion County. Michael Stone. Thank you, Michael. We have Carlita King from the Darlington High School. Carlita King. I see you. We also have Sam Tootin from Johnsonville High School. Sam Tootin, who's in the room. Lindsay McElvin from Marion County School District. If you're here, if you would stand. Leon Burgess from Florence School District 3. Absolutely. Rebecca Ford from Mullins High School. Rebecca Ford. Miss Ford, we must be kin, because I'm Jermaine Ford. We have our superintendent, Elena Prosser. Superintendent, if you're in the room, if you would stand. Absolutely. We have also Yvonne McDaniel, Florence District 3. We have Assistant Superintendent Mark Bunch, who's in the room, if you would stand. And I see our Superintendent, Dr. Candace Bethay, if you will stand. And Superintendent Laura Hickson, if you will stand. And I believe I've gotten all my you can't do this unless you have a relationship with the school districts. I also want to acknowledge one of our corporate partners, Jason Nelson from Blanchard, and his wonderful wife, Shannon Nelson. Jason, if you're in the room, if you will stand. Absolutely, absolutely. It is Honors Night, and as we begin, let me start by saying what the word honor means. An honor is a special award that is given to someone usually because they have done something good or because they are greatly respected. To my students, you have fought through many trials and tribulations. You have fought through, should I quit or should I continue? But you persevered. And tonight we acknowledge you and honor you because you didn't quit. Ladies and gentlemen in the audience, let's give it up for our students who didn't quit, who hung in there, and we're going to honor you tonight. So as I take my seat, I ask that Dr. Mark David come to the podium, who will introduce our speaker. Dr. David?
Good evening. Good evening. It is my honor to introduce the speaker for tonight's program, our 2022-2023 Faculty Member of the Year, Mr. Constantine Ulysses Chavez, whom we affectionately call Dino. Dino was born in Illinois, but moved to Lake City and later to Florence, South Carolina in the 1970s. In 1977, Dino enrolled in Florence-Darlington Technical College, where he majored in machine tool technology. After receiving his degree, Dino accepted a position as a supervisor at Chavez Tool and Die Manufacturing Company, Incorporated, where he worked for 17 years. In 1994, Dino was invited to serve as instructor and chair in the machine tool technology department at Chesterfield Marlboro Technical College in Cheraw, South Carolina, which is now Northeastern Technical College. 4 years later, Dino accepted a position at Florence-Darlington Technical College as senior instructor in the machine tool technology department, where he has served for 29 years. Some of Dino's accomplishments include Journeyman Certificate from the United States Department of Labor in Tool and Die in 1985, a Bachelor of Science degree from Southern Illinois University, and a certificate from the National Institute of Metalworking Skills in 2007. Dino is a member of the Transfiguration Greek Orthodox Church, where he has served for 50 years. He is also a member of the Omar Temple Shrine Association and chair of multiple committees at FDTC. Dino's hobbies include fishing, shooting, handyman-type work, and volunteer work in the community. He is married to Anastasia Chavez of Florence, South Carolina, and they have two wonderful children, Stephanie and Georgia, and two wonderful grandchildren, Joaquin and Charlotte. Please join me in welcoming our Faculty of the Year, Mr. Dino Chavez.
Good evening. They told me I could take as long as I want, but I don't think this is going to be too long. I'm honored and humbled to stand before you tonight and offer some words of encouragement. I would like to thank Dr. Ford, my colleagues, for the honor and acknowledge their dedication to the students and college. In addition, I would like to congratulate all the honorees that are here tonight. You are being honored for your hard work and determination to achieve your goals. All you have made a commitment and have sacrificed to get where you are today. Here's a quote by Abraham Lincoln: "The best way to predict your future is to create it." Honorees, you are creating yours. Let me talk about commitment. It is defined as the act of committing, pledging, or engaging oneself. There are other words to describe commitment: responsibility, undertaken, and promise, are just to name a few. You have made a choice to pursue a career and enroll in Florence-Darlington Technical College. You have reached one of many milestones in your life. Don't worry, life will throw plenty of challenges towards you. It will be up to you to conquer these challenges. Your commitment will overcome these challenges. Now, let's talk about sacrifice. It is defined as surrender or give up. It can be good, it can be bad. We'll stick to the good. There are other words to describe sacrifice: reduction, discounts, penance, and offerings are just a few. Some of you had to sacrifice more than others at some point in your life. What do I mean by that? You guys have all experienced this. Giving up, going out because you have to study for class. Working extra hours to make ends meet. Stay up late because you have assignment due the next day. Missing out with family, friends, I could go on and on. I too have traveled down this road. Let me give you a couple examples. I returned back to college in 2003 to pursue a degree. I had to travel to an off-site campus, which was 2.5 hours away. I lived in a motel or a hotel near the off-site campus. I ate plenty of fast food. Did a lot of class work, very little time with family. However, to make things better and interesting, both of my children were in grad school. So we challenged each other to see who could get the better grades. Well, they saw my grades, but I didn't get a chance to see theirs. So I'm making the assumption that I won that particular bet. This hard work and sacrifice, like me, it will make you a stronger person. Now, take a look around you. Whom do you see? Your moms, your dad, faculty members, staff, and friends. They are all here to support you for your achievements. Florence-Darlington Tech has come a long way since it has opened. You too have come a long way since your enrollment. All of you are to be commended for your success, and this is why we are gathered here this evening. And in closing, Donovan Bailey said, "Follow your passion. Be prepared to work hard and sacrifice. And above all, don't let anybody limit your dreams." Once again, congratulations, honorees, and thank you.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for tonight. The student has shown exceptional discipline and dedication to his academics. Mr. Austin Lane Lanigan has earned the distinction as the highest cumulative GPA recipient of 2023. This award is chosen from students who have completed 100% of all coursework at Florence-Darlington Technical College and have an overall average of a 4.0 on a 4.0 scale. Austin was born and raised in Pilgrim, South Carolina, to Mr. and Mrs. J. and April Lanigan. He graduated from Pilgrim High School in 2019. His goals are to work at Blanchard and gain as much experience as he can and earn his associate's degree in diesel technology, Caterpillar dealership service technician. Please join me in welcoming Florence-Darlington Technical College's highest cumulative GPA recipient for 2023, Mr. Austin Lane Lanigan.
Good evening, fellow students, teachers, and guests. I've been given the honor and privilege to speak tonight as the Honors Night special guest speaker, something I never thought I'd be saying. I'd like to begin with saying how surprised I was when being told I had the highest GPA of my graduating class. First thing I thought, there's no way me, an old country boy from the small town of Pitt, South Carolina, would have ever been achieved high enough grades to be here. But after really thinking about it, I have pushed myself to do my best in college that I possibly could. Let me tell you, it seems to have paid off pretty well. I know what you're thinking. Dang, how did someone who sounds like they came straight out of the farm do so well in school? Oh, God. Well, let me tell you a little story. I didn't pay much attention in high school. A little attention to anything other than sports, working, agriculture. Not my smartest decision. Well, upon graduating high school, I was offered a full ride scholarship to South Georgia Tech to a program called Think Big, sort of like this one, but it's from John Deere. Well, they offered me a full ride scholarship, and about a week before I went, they decided that they was going to change that to a $500 a semester stipend, which y'all know as well as I do, that ain't going to get you nowhere. It won't even cover books. So after hearing that, quit that program, and I went back to working in chicken houses. After months of trying to find a way to get my dream job of being a heavy diesel mechanic, I found out about the Think Big program here with Caterpillar. I immediately applied to the program here through Blanchard Cat. Unfortunately, I applied a couple of months late, actually, and I wasn't going to stop there. I went straight up there. I applied to any position open, ended up in the parts department, moved up from there, and finally made it in the next year. Well, right when I got in, I knew it was my last chance to make something great of myself, and there was no room for error or failing. I share that story. Putting in the effort and really hard work does pay off. I'm not saying it's easy as cutting lard, but if you have the mindset that you can make your life exactly what you want it to be, then anything's possible. To end my speech, I want to thank a few people. First, I'd like to thank my family for supporting my decisions of becoming a mechanic, despite my frequent tool buying habit. You guys have pushed me better every day. I will always appreciate that. Secondly, I would like to thank Blanchard Cat for this amazing opportunity to show my commitment to the heavy machinery field and further my knowledge of Cat equipment as well. I strive to learn even more as a full-time technician for many years to come. And lastly, but not least, I'd like to thank God for this allowing me to live this life that I have and allowing me to achieve such an accomplishment of this scale. I will end with this. Don't stop your knowledge from growing once you've graduated. There's always more to learn. Keep that mindset that you can achieve your dreams and put in the hard work to allow them to come true. Thanks, guys, and go Stingers.
Let's give Austin one more round of applause. At this time, we have come to the awards portion of the ceremony. As indicated on the program, tonight's presentation has been divided into the following categories: Outstanding Curriculum Student, Ken Cox Scholarship, Rising Stars, K-12 Dual Enrollment Early College, STEM Tech Stars and PD Scholars, Student Clubs and Organizations, Emeritus Award, Athletic Recognition, and Phi Theta Kappa. The honorees in these categories who are in attendance this evening will come forward as their names are read. We request that you hold your applause until the final honoree in each category has been called. The college's Outstanding Curriculum Student Award was developed to recognize one first and one second-year student in each academic program. These students must have a minimum fall semester grade point average of 3.5, and they are selected by recommendation of department faculty from each curriculum. These students also have exceptional leadership and scholastic achievement. We will now begin the presentation of these awards. Accounting, Taylor Odom. Associate of Arts, Tyler Goodledge. Associate of Arts, Benjamin Venables. Associate of Science, Kirsten Spell. Automotive Technology, Stephen Clark. Automotive Technology, Natalie Marsh. Dental Hygiene, Raven Erdis. Dental Hygiene, Lauren Moore. Diesel Heavy Duty Equipment, Caterpillar, Jared Pankratz. Early Care and Education, Priscilla Atkinson. Early Care and Education, Shania Gamble. Early Childhood Development, Samantha Kreischner. Electronic Engineering Technology, Jose Rodriguez. Expanded Duty Dental Assisting, Riley Hardy. Health Information Management, Ira Durant. Health Information Management, Madeline Mears. Human Services, Tamara Calder. Human Services, Ariel Myers. Industrial Maintenance Technology, Bryson Shoemate. Machine Tool Technology, Andrew Graham. Management, Zakara Brown. Management, Kyla Quilles. Marketing, Gavin Watford. Mechanical Engineering Technology, Reginald Canteen. Mechanical Engineering Technology, Gabrielle T. Crow. Medical Assisting, Catherine Carden. Medical Laboratory Technology, Vanita Wilson. Network Systems Management, Colin Creech. Nursing, Anna Jenkinson. Paralegal, Angelica Garcia. Practical Nursing, Victoria Mabry. Respiratory Care, Cameron McCall. Surgical Technology, Dalen Baker. Surgical Technology, Anaya King. Welding, Darius Davis. Please give our honorees a round of applause. The Ken Cox and Rising Stars Award recipients will proceed to the stage. The Ken Cox Faculty Scholarship is given to the college's Faculty Senate in memory of their colleague, Ken Cox, who passed away in 2009. Mr. Cox was an instructor of English and was well respected by his fellow faculty and students. Ken Cox was named FDTC's Faculty of the Year in 2007. Ken also was a minister of a Baptist church in his hometown of Dillon. He was a gifted musician and produced an online magazine about modern country, gospel, folk, and rock. At this time, we'll recognize the Ken Cox recipient for this year. The Ken Cox Scholarship Award goes to Rachel Maxwell. We are pleased to have the family members here on this special occasion as your student is recognized for their hard work and dedication in the classroom. Their accomplishments and unwavering pursuit of excellence is greatly appreciated. These honored students are inspiring others as they lead by example and succeed in spite of the challenges or obstacles they may encounter during their journey. The Rising Stars Award is given to these students for the fall 2022 semester achievement and deserves honorable mention. We will now recognize our Rising Stars Award. Madison Rainwater. That's it. Okay. Oops.
I'm excited to recognize and honor these determined and accomplished high school students. I would first like to recognize the high school students in our criminal justice, industrial maintenance technology, welding, and heating and ventilation and air conditioning programs, HVAC. These students have taken over 25 credit hours of technical courses and will be graduating high school with a certificate in applied science. These students represent Hannah Pamplico High School, J. Paul Trueluck Magnet School, Johnsonville High School, and Lake City High School. The second group to be recognized has taken over 60 credit hours of college courses and will be graduating in the next few weeks with both their high school diploma and an associate's degree. These students represent Darlington High School, Grace School Association, Mullins High School, South Florence High School, West Florence High School, and Wilson High School. Most of these students will be graduating with an associate in arts degree, and 3 students will be graduating with their associate degree in arts and science. Through dedication and perseverance, these students have balanced high school classes, clubs, and sports with the rigorous workload of college-level courses and still managed to put forth excellent work. Congratulations to all of you. We will now recognize our K-12 Dual Enrollment Early College Academy Award recipients. Lake City High School, Zakaria Burgess. Darlington High School, Kansas Cassidy. Darlington High School, Stephanie Stewart. Darlington High School, Amber Talent. Grace School Association, Brittany Harrison. Mullins High School, Kalea Coe. Mullins High School, Jimena Cornejo Garcia. Mullins High School, Jakivia Hopper. Mullins High School, Shalia Wilson. South Florence High School, Faith Joy. South Florence High School, Zane Morris. West Florence High School, Ashley Huggins. Wilson High School, Aaron Brown. Wilson High School, Alexandria Coaxum. Wilson High School, Jara Davis. Wilson High School, Amari Pipkins. Wilson High School, Darren Smith. Please join me in congratulating these honorees.
Good evening. At this time, we'd like to recognize and congratulate the following students who are recipients of the STEM TechStars Scholarships and PD Scholars Scholarships. These scholarships are awarded under the National Science Foundation Scholarships in Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics, or STEM, and administered through the South Carolina Advanced Technological Education Center, SCATE, here at Florence-Darlington Tech. The STEM TechStars and PD Scholars Program's goals are to assist in retention and boost the number of graduates entering the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Scholarship students include those majoring in the Associate of Science degree program, as well as associate degree programs in computer network systems, industrial maintenance, machine tool, automotive and HVAC technology, and all of the engineering technologies. Scholarship funds help provide a minimum of 38 Florence-Darlington Technical College students each semester with academic and financial support, a loan-to-own virtual laptop computer, mobile internet service, attendance at National NSF ATE conference, and other professional development and professional faculty mentoring programs. We appreciate all of you being here not only to celebrate and honor these hardworking TechStars and PD Scholar students, but also to recognize the continuing commitment of the science and technology programs, faculty, and staff. Lastly, we want to recognize the love and caring of the family and friends that helped these outstanding students through their continued journey at FDTC. Congratulations to all the deserving students. PD Scholars, Richard Lasardi. PD Scholars, Brianna Robinson. TechStars, Mr. Camden Gainey. TechStars, Gage Hickman. TechStars, Gabe Crow. TechStars, Stephen Clark. TechStars, Bryson Shoemate. Please join me in congratulating these scholars.
Good evening. It is indeed a pleasure to celebrate the accomplishments of honorees in the category of student clubs and organizations. The Alpha Beta Gamma organization exists for the purpose of broadening the professional growth of radiology students through student outreach, a high standard of integrity and goodwill. The honorees were selected by the organization's faculty advisor, Ms. Susan Williams. The honorees can come forward. Mr. Jason Tart, Jr., Co-Vice President. Okay. The Human Services Student Organization. The purpose of this organization is for students to participate in community projects, service projects, connect with peers, and engage with professionals in human services and related public service fields. The honorees were selected by their faculty advisor, Ms. Brantley Hare. Ms. Cody Hughes, President of the Human Services Organization. Ms. Sierra Howard, Vice President of Human Services Organization. Ms. Kayla Johnson, Secretary of Human Services Organization. Esteemed member, Ms. Tylexis McCray. Esteemed member, Ms. Loretta Muldrow. Esteemed member, Ms. Ariel Myers. Esteemed member, Ms. Erica Williams. Which group are you in? Okay, I think we got ahead of ourselves. We did. The South Carolina Early Childhood Association's mission is to provide leadership that results in high-quality early care and education for every child from birth to age 8 in South Carolina. The honorees were selected by the organization's faculty advisor, Ms. Elizabeth Crow. Shania Gamble, President. Vice President, Ms. Jody Jacobs. Secretary, Bernitha Taylor. The South Carolina Early Childhood Organization Treasurer, Ms. Samantha Kreischer. The Student Government Association, or SGA, it acts as a liaison between the administration, faculty, staff, and students. SGA fulfills the mission set forth by the administration and is the model for student leadership, community service, and proactive student groups and organizations. As a direct affiliate of the Student Government Association, the Student Ambassadors Program serves in a leadership capacity and demonstrates the importance of outreach, volunteering, and engagement for student success. Monthly projects and activities reflect student and global issues and a holistic approach to maintaining a successful student body. Tonight we honor the 2022-23 Student Government Association officers and student ambassadors. Mr. James Williams. He is the Secretary-Treasurer for SGA and a student ambassador. I got you. And we are honored to have our first-year student ambassador, Ms. Latasha McNeil, who earned the highest GPA among first-year ambassadors. Please join me in congratulating these and all of the honorees from student clubs and organizations. I'm going to ask Mr. Coach Preston to come forward. Dr. David? You got it?
Tonight we're here to honor students for their academic achievement, but we also need to take a moment to acknowledge our faculty who have served as instructors, advisors, and mentors to our students. As you know, it takes a village, and our faculty are a part of that village. If there are any faculty present, please stand as we extend a round of applause. Faculty? Thank you. You may be seated. I also need to acknowledge a very special faculty member who has been nominated as Faculty Emeritus, which is the highest honor we can bestow upon a faculty member, in recognition for 42 years of distinguished service to our students and colleagues. Our Faculty Emeritus for this year is Mr. John Pritchett. Let's give Mr. Pritchett another round of applause. And I also want to ask if there are any other faculty emeriti who are present today. Please stand. Thank you.
We will now recognize our student athlete honorees. The Best GPA in 2022 award honors the student athlete who had the highest cumulative GPA between the spring 2022 and fall 2022 semesters. The honoree for the softball team is Kyla Quillis. The honoree for the baseball team is Ben Venables. The Leadership Award honors the student athlete who provides leadership within their team that is impactful, effective, motivational, and consistent. The honoree for the softball team is Mariah Stevens. The honoree for the baseball team is Braxton Elms. The highest character award honors the student athlete who has made a positive impact within their team due to their selflessness, citizenship, work ethic, attitude, self-control, and trustworthiness. The honoree for the softball team is Michaela Smith. The honoree for the baseball team is Dylan Johnson. Please join me in congratulating these honorees.
Phi Theta Kappa has recognized academic excellence in the two-year college since 1918 and is the largest and most prestigious honor society serving two-year colleges worldwide. Membership is based primarily upon academic achievement, and invitation to membership may only be extended by the local chapter at the institution in which you are enrolled. To be eligible, a student must have completed at least 12 hours of coursework leading to an associate's degree program. Part-time students are also eligible. A student must have a 3.5 GPA or higher. The mission of Phi Theta Kappa is twofold: recognize and encourage the academic achievement of two-year college students, and provide opportunities for individual growth and development through participation in PTK's 4 hallmarks: scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship. Members of PTK are eligible to compete for special scholarships and have the opportunity to network with 3 million fellow scholars worldwide. The letters of PTK are significant. Phi represents wisdom. Theta represents aspiration. Kappa represents purity. These are the qualities for which PTK stands. We encourage you to uphold these qualities in your future careers, both academic and professional. As your name is read, please remain on stage to complete your pledge. Tiffany Baker. Carrie Faircloth. Angel Ratliff. Nicole Bell. Michelle Green. Jared Pankratz. Priscilla Anderson. Victoria Mabry, Cameron McCall, Rachel Maxwell, Richard Lasardi, Camden Gainey, Bryson Shoemate, Shania Gamble, and Austin Lanigan.
We are pleased to present these candidates to you. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and will now repeat the pledge for Phi Theta Kappa. If you raise your hand. I state your name. Do solemnly promise on this 20th day of April 2023 to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the Alpha Chi Pi chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and the lively fellowship of scholars it affords. I salute you for your accomplishment. I charge you to explore always for truth and to dedicate yourselves to the cultivation of the well-reasoned life, a prelude to service and honor. Please join me in congratulating these honorees.
It's now time for us to do a new tradition here at Florence-Darlington Tech. And as I begin this transition, I need to tell you the story how this came about. Last year, at last year's graduation, we had one of the most inspirational graduations that we've had. Thereafter, one of our area commissioners, Hood Temple, came to me and said, Dr. Ford, there's a new tradition that we should have here at Florence-Darlington Tech. Because let me tell you what this particular item that he's going to talk about, let me tell you what it means. Commissioner Temple, if you would come to talk about the significance of the class ring. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
It's indeed an honor and a privilege to be here on behalf of the Area Commission. And before I get started on the substance of what I'm going to talk about, I want to say over the last decade or so, we've made some good decisions. The best decision we've made is hiring this man as our president. I am thrilled that Dr. Ford has brought this passion, this enthusiasm, and this desire to make Florence-Darlington Tech what we think it should be and to serve you all. So I know only good things are to come. I also want to recognize on behalf of the area commissioner, I want to say hello to Dino, who is a lifelong friend of mine, and to see him celebrating in honor just makes me feel great. And along with Lane, I'm going to tell you, listening to him speak is why we do what we do. That is so important, to see a young man like that with such a great heart that wants to do well, that wants to change the trajectory of his life, doesn't want to cut lard anymore. I like that. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. But to come up here and graduate at the very top of his class and to have his career set is why we're so passionate, and Dr. Robinson, I think, will agree that it's so important what we do. You know, there's an old saying, what you are is God's gift to you, and what you become is your gift to God. And so the honorees here today, you honor yourself, you honor your family, and I will tell you from the bottom of my heart, you honor us, because what you do in the community, coming here, giving your best, and going out in that community just honors us, and it makes us happy. And the work that we do, and all these fine folks here, we've got the best. I tell you, I am so excited. I love this place, and if you don't believe me, I'll tell you about it for hours. But I tell you, we're very excited, and you honor us, and everything is good. So let me tell you a little story. Back in 1986, before most of you were born, I graduated from Wofford College. And at that time, I was going to law school, and financially, I did not have the resources to buy a college ring. So I went on, and I went through, and I graduated from law school, and I started practicing law, and years went by. And my wife, piece of advice to everyone, pick the right partner, because she will make you better. I clearly outkicked my coverage, but my wife, Joelle, we were at Wofford one day, and we went into the bookstore, and she said, why don't you have a class ring? And I said, well, I couldn't afford one when it was time to buy the ring. And so she surprised me on my next birthday with my Wofford ring. And I will tell you, it means a lot to me. And so when Dr. Ford and I started talking, I was so moved at the graduation. It was probably one of the most passionate graduation ceremonies we had. We had the new colored robes and the new mace and all of that. And we said, you know what? This is such a wonderful school. I will put it against Harvard or Yale. If you look at our graduation rates and our relevant employment and how well our students do once they get out in this community and serve, they're leaders. They're accomplished. I said, we need to have a ring so that they can show the public how proud they are of their Florence-Darlington Technical College degree and diploma. You folks are just, I know you're going to be heroes, you're going to be leaders in all your hard work, and we felt like it was very important that you have something as a symbol of your pride of where you came from and what made you successful. So I'm excited tonight. And understand this is the first year, so you can tell your grandchildren you are the first class to have this opportunity to have this Florence-Darlington Tech ring. So I'm so proud of that. I hope everybody that will take advantage of having this ring and wear it with a lot of pride. And so we have a little special presentation that we're going to do to start off with as a memorable part of this ring ceremony.
Yes, sir. And Commissioner Temple, if you'll stay with me.
I will.
So, as Commissioner Temple said, the reason that this is so significant, and when he mentioned it, I said, we're going to do that. And I'll tell you, when Clemson started their ring ceremony, they had 20 people. Today, they have thousands that participate in the ring ceremony. And like Commissioner Temple, this is my first class ring that I, too, have had. Because when I was in high school, my aunt gave me money for a class ring, but I gave it to my mama because she needed it more than I did. and just going through life, not thinking about it. But this being the first class ring that I too have had, this means a lot. So as we begin, I'm going to tell you a little story. Last year, I got a call from Mr. Neil Goss, who informed me that one of our students had passed. I'd like you to hear this for a moment. Galen Bowles, who was a native of Florence, South Carolina, he was the son of Miss Lakeisha Witherspoon and the brother of Gage, a loving grandson, nephew, cousin, and loved by many who knew him. Galen was warm, sincere, humble, and caring young man who was an inspiration to many. His journey through life wasn't always easy as he battled illness from birth. But he never gave up on life or his dreams. He accepted his given circumstances and continued to push forward. Galen was a graduate of Wilson High School, graduating with the class of 2018. He loved to watch basketball and was a gamer. After college, he attended FMU for 2 years, then furthered his education at Florence-Darlington Technical College. While attending Florence-Darlington Tech, near his graduation, he was diagnosed with a terminal illness that would halt his goals, but not his determination. Although he knew that the road would not be easy, he was still determined to graduate and receive his degree. Unfortunately, Galen would not be here with us today because he transitioned on September 16th of 2022. Although he is not with us physically, he is with us in spirit, and he is here right now. We would not have many words, but the smile on his face would have said it all. Galen, in life, you were a warrior, and in death, you are a champion. Congratulations. So, as I call the name, I would actually like to ask Galen's mother, Lakeisha Witherspoon, who's standing right here, and what we're going to do, we're going to call all the names. And with Miss Witherspoon, when I spoke to her and she was telling me the situation, I said, Mother, your son will always be remembered. He will always be remembered as a Florence-Darlington Tech student. And I'm proud to say that not only will we give this son a ring tonight to his mother, but during this year's graduation, we will have a posthumous degree in honor of her son. Give it up for Miss Witherspoon. Give it up for Miss Witherspoon. What we're going to do, we're going to ask all those who are getting their rings to come to my right and stand on the stage. Commissioner Temple and I are going to call the names. But Mother, we would be remiss if we didn't allow you to say some words. Please say a couple of words.
Everything that I said, everything that he read, I had basically wrote. So it pretty much described Galen. And I want to thank Florence-Darlington Technical College, president, staff. They were very nice. They really honor Galen. And he worked so hard, and this was his dream. He dreamed of this day, but unfortunately, he was not able to be here. So I'm going to finish it for him. And Galen, I know that you are looking down and you're smiling, and I want to say that I love you, your family loves you, we're proud of you.
Thank you. Glad you stand right here. Now, Commissioner Temple, you're going to help me. So what's going to happen, don't open your box yet. Commissioner Temple is going to help me by calling the names, and as he's calling the names, I'm going to shake your hand as you're going past, and then you stand here because I'm going to share with you what you'll do next. So, Commissioner Temple, if you'll call these names as they come.
Perfect. Maybe they have a little thing. Yes, they have a name. Yeah. Thank you. Kalel Rodriguez. Jonathan Davis. Bailey Britt. Juanita Williams. Jason Tart.
All right, Jason.
Chris Revel.
All right, Chris.
Andrew Graham. Kerry Faircloth.
Commissioner, if you'll stay with me, Commissioner, for this moment. So graduates, what I'm going to, not graduates, but ring, those that are getting a ring, what I'm going to ask you to do is to open your box, and you're going to take your ring out, and I'm going to do this exercise with you. Now, the signet ring was chosen by our area commissioning board. I'm going to ask you to take your ring out. Don't put it on just yet. You'll have to take the tag off. I'll tell you a little funny story later about we were in faith on these rings coming on time. I'll tell you that another time. But if you take your tag off, because I need to tell you what to do next. Now, as you're taking the tag off, the signet, you're going to turn the signet toward you. And as you put the ring on, so you're going to turn the signet, not facing outward, you're going to turn the signet facing toward you. Everybody have their tag off? This is our first time rolling it out. We'll do better next time.
We get it.
All right. There you go. Everybody have their tags? All right. Terry, get that tag on the floor for me. All right. Let's help them. All right. Now what we're going to do, I see I have one more at the end. You'll take your signet ring. Remember, the signet is facing towards you. Take it and put it on whatever finger you're going to wear it on. If you can take it right now, then I'll tell you what the next thing means. Take it and put it on. Now, with the signet faced toward you, it represents that tonight is your night. Tonight represents the honor bestowed upon you for successfully getting to this point and completing. But it doesn't stop there. At the graduation, those of you who have your rings, now those of you that are graduating that don't have your rings, we will have rings on graduation night that you can buy. You won't have it that night, but you can buy it. On graduation night, we're going to take our rings off. There'll be a special time and ceremony where you'll take your ring off, and instead of it facing you, it'll then be facing the world, because that will be you giving back. But for right now, thank you for all your hard work and dedication and being part of Florence-Darlington Tech's first in the 60-year history. In the 60-year history, tonight makes history with the ring ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can stand and honor those that are acknowledging the ring on tonight. Commissioner Temple, I'll let you say the final word.
I cannot tell you how excited I am. I feel like that this is a holiday, something that we've dreamed about and hoped, and I hope that you guys will take as much pride in this as we do. You do us proud. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of this this evening. Keep up the good work. I know that there's only good things to come, and if you need us, we're right here for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you. You can go to your right. And Mother Witherspoon, we'll see you at graduation. You and your wonderful family and all the family members who are here. I'm going to ask Andre Boyd to come back up to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Ford, and thank you, Commissioner Temple, and thank you, students. As we conclude our program, please enjoy some light refreshments in the lobby. The platform party will exit first, followed by the honorees and honorees. Your certificates are located in the lobby. Thank you all and have a great evening.